sake, come on! This is over. This is over, isn't it?
My Reliant Robin has an overheating problem. However, after spending time with various mechanics, including this guy who was carting around a Mark III, we believed we had it fixed. So this allowed me to take some TV bookings.
Hello! How are you? I'm very well, thank you.
The first of which was
with Christian and Deet of the Estonian travel program to Britain in Sierras. You got to drive my car. How'd you think of it?
Oh, it's a cool car. Almost as good as Sierra.
And I had a great time terrifying them on an unrestricted road flat out in my Reliant Robin. Anyway, with this done, it was on to some filming with ITV, producing a piece about the history of Reliant at the old Tamworth factory site.
Good morning. Today's going to be a good day. We're filming with ITV. I got my bag packed the night before. We got drones, microphones, tripod, food, power banks, my laptop. Reliant looking freshly washed and beautiful today. I got to make a good impression. And apparently there's going to be an ITV presenter there. That could be good. Plus me and Bobby, the guy who sourced me these awesome wheels, we're going to be going around some of the old historic Reliant locations near Tamworth and making some videos all of our own. I've checked the oil and I've checked the coolant. All's looking good. It's time to go. It's looking quite bright already. We got a big day ahead of us. We've got a 120-mile drive to the old Reliant factory in Tamworth. Let's hit it, shall we? And so began what should have been an enjoyable day with friends. However, shortly into the drive, the Reliant began overheating once again. I drove as gently as I could, but the needle continued to shoot up until it was touching the top of the temperature gauge. Sake, come on!
I had no choice but to pull over.
This is over. This is over, isn't it? A familiar sight! Me at the side of a motorway. Broken down, overheated, on the way to an ITV filming session, of all things. So this is really rather disappointing. I was there to film a piece about the history of Reliant for ITV, presented by a television personality, whoever that may be. You can rest assured my plan was certainly to get my content in front of them and try and get them to sign me to a deal. Unfortunately, however, it looks like that's probably not going to happen because, yeah, there's a spider. Can you go away, please? However, my little sister, legend that she is, said that she would come and get me. So what happens now is we wait until one of these cars here is my little sister, then I can get back on the road. And we might still be able to film with ITV. Or I might have just ruined my one chance at superstardom. Stay tuned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the car. Time's ticking on. I'm definitely not going to make it in time for the ITV taping now. Do I try? That's pointless. It's pointless even thinking about being late to that, because chances are I'm not even going to be able to get there. I'm just going to have to call recovery. And yeah. This was supposed to be such a good day and it's just gone downhill massively. It's looking quite unlikely. Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute! Oh my god, that's her! That's her! Right, the moment has come. That's her! That's her! That is her! Yes! 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 So we have some good news. My sister showed up. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to the ITV thing. So instead, we're about 25 minutes from home. I'm just going to drive it home. That's a Genesis over there. Hyundai Genesis, I think. Anyway, to everyone who was at that filming meet, I am so sorry that I let you down, genuinely. Yeah, nothing more to say. Let's get this little beauty home.
With the car finally cooled down, we took off again, and not 10 minutes later, the exact same thing happened. So I had to pull over, this time in a country lane.
So I was so excited that we got rescued from the motorway by my little sister and on the road again, and we made it the sum total of about 10 minutes before we overheated once more. I was doing about 30 miles an hour. We were actually going downhill at the time, so I wasn't even using the throttle, and the car still overheats even when it's just got airflow and nothing going on. It's full of coolant, good quality coolant, the right kind of coolant. I wasn't pushing it hard, and yeah, it's not even that hot today. Like, it's breezy, the temperature's low, it's quite early in the day, so it hasn't got properly warm yet. Man, come on. So I need some help. Clearly the car has a problem, it shouldn't be overheating like this, and as a result it will need an engine rebuild. Bobby from the Pig Pals will be doing this for me at some point. He is absolutely awesome, but you get what you pay for, so I need to save up a bit before we do that. Once that's done, I need some help. You can only fish for so long before you just have to throw a stick of dynamite in the water. You can only fettle and improve the temperature cooling, 5% here, 10% there, before you have to just give up and think, right, something to just solve this problem entirely. So what is that gonna be? Do we put PC fans in there maybe? A hood scoop? What about installing a whole air conditioning unit under the bonnet? So what I really need then is your help and your support. If you know anything about these cars, what would you do? Let's get the engine rebuilt so that it's working healthily. What crazy ideas would you then implement to keep the temperature under control? Now you might be wondering what this entire getup is. Well, we've done a lot of stuff with this engine. We've fixed the exhaust problem and we've put in a bunch of sound deadening. But guess what? That's right, it is still as loud as the center of a rave in there. And as a result, I can't hear anything. I can't even talk. It's just, yeah. It's a nightmare. So these are needed. Now, what are these for? When I drive, I have the heating on full blast all the time to help take some of the heat away from the engine. As a result, it is hotter than the surface of the sun, and so I have this neck fan. That's George. That is George. He's got a Lexus SC430 that we did a test on. He just drove right by. Yeah, we did a test on that and compared it to my Lincoln. If you want to watch that, it's down below. If he does watch the channel, so I wonder if George, if you're watching, comment if you noticed yourself. Weirdly, when the car gets to the top and starts to properly overheat, the heating goes cold. Why? Why in my hour of need does the heating take a nosedive? This is when I need you the most. Why does it go cold just before the overheat? I don't know. Probably has something to do with the fact that some of these pipes here, including the one going into the heater matrix, aren't very warm. So unfortunately, I feel kind of blue-balled today. We had great plans of going to an ITV filming session, meeting all of the other Reliant enthusiasts and having an excellent time with them. Not to mention, I missed out on what could have been a really big opportunity for the channel. So, yeah. I love it. I'm not going to get rid of it, but at the moment it's just not sustainable. I appreciate my awesome sister for coming to rescue me and our wonderful channel Patreons. Leigh Kemp is best friend of the channel, as well as friends Adam Hurd, Uskyusky, Juniper Marigold, and Jasper Foxx. You guys make this hurt a little bit less, so thank you. And most importantly, thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next breakdown. Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Yeah, I think so.
Even
Definitely
more.
didn't disappoint.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. If you want to see the program, make sure you watch it. I'll put details in the description of how you can do that. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And if you want to see what actually happened in Tamworth, go to the Pig Pals YouTube channel and catch it all there. Thank you for watching.